Make man. Hey, fucked up, get it nine. Yeah, fucked up, nine. Hey, let's go. I tell you, feeling good out here in my element. She is so fresh, she can lick me for a breath mint. Me and my faction in the building, they infatuated, but I'm trying to leave with her. I need a designated. Money in my pocket, so no hands allowed. Can you hear us coming? Cause we blowing loud. Always been the one to stand for out the crowd. Ask about me, they'll tell you what I'm about. Money's on my mind and in my time, then every second counts. Either we gon' do this, baby girl, or your ass can bounce. I'm about action, let's be specific. Any day of the week, girl, you can get it. Trip. About that money you did, we don't never trip. Just get it, strong enough to handle any situation. I got the designation, I'll proceed to penetration. Liking how she ride it good, got her to her destination. Cutting all them friends off, I call that sequestration. Catch us busting any nigga, don't too much hating. Ass in a corner, bones breaking. Fuck is you doing? If it ain't involving corn, light skin or dark skin, man, I'm so torn. Stay with them bands, now I'm blowing my horn. Jumping over these haters without turning the ground. Psychos with calicos, nigga, you been warned. Hey, we don't run from nothing except uniforms. It got me lean, man. Hey, I'm running through. You know we never quit. Hey, you bout that money, man, we don't never trip. Hey, if it ain't about the dough, nah. We ain't never trip. Look here, I'm gonna need that money first. I don't give these chicks no thirst. I just wanna up my worth. Representing Kenilworth. Watch me make that Gucci work. I'm way too clean to hang with dirt. I'm sliding through while hitting perp. I'm about to eat it like dessert. Got her going and I'm growing. Hand of her skirt. Gon' make it twerk. Don't be an introvert. If she attached to yours, but not tonight. You get back to holding doors for sacrifice. Never trip. If I do, I'm in a ship. Leg room, land I got loud in my grip. I don't chase, everywhere I go I miss. Seeing me in person, man, it's a matter of time for we dip.
Swear to God, it's purple, got me lean, right? Running through these pools like I'm Charlie Sheen. If it ain't my door, you know we never trip. Out there chasing hoes and shit so relevant. We don't never trip, no, we don't never trip. If it ain't my door, you know we never trip. Never trip, no, we don't never trip. Out there chasing hoes and shit so relevant.
They talking about they ain't know if that boy was coming to work tonight, though. What's up with you, man? Main man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Once again, it's an honor and a pleasure. I repeat, an honor and a pleasure to be on here with all of the boxing fam and the boxing fans. It's Wednesday night, so you know what that means. It's our time now. Sorry, I'm late. It is what it is. Like Salah Farah just say, salute Salah Farah. Better late than never. I got Lewis Coleman in the building. What up, famo? We still got a little time. We early, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to give people a little bit of time, those who are still up. if anybody is still up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give them a little time to come on up in here, man. Got some real cool topics to talk about tonight. A lot of things that went on in boxing all throughout the week that I did not get to, and I was waiting on tonight to talk about these things, man. So we're going to get right into these topics. As always, I will be right in front of y'all in just a minute. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. A lot of things going on in boxing this week. Let's just talk about a couple of the undercard issues, and we'll get this thing cracking. You know what I mean? First off, because given that I don't have any artwork up on here about this cat, I'm just going to do this behind the scenes. The thing is this. Yo, what's up with Tony Harrison, man? Did y'all see the interview with Tony Harrison over on, I believe that was Fight Hub? Go over to Fight Hub and check it out. Chin Smoke in the building. What's up, famo? What's up with you? Yo, Tony Harrison, I am really, really disappointed in, man. Did y'all hear what he say? So we know that him and Charlo was supposed to have their rematch in the summer. And Tony Harrison pulled out of that rematch claiming an injury to his foot or ankle or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, Jamel B-side Charlo, he started running around telling everybody that he believed that Tony Harrison was faking the injury. And everybody came out and was like, nah, Harrison a stand-up cat. What are you talking about? Real trill type dude, you know what I'm saying? Stand-up cat seem like a cat that mean what he say what he mean, stand on it, everything. You know what I'm saying? Cool dude. And then we hear Tony Harrison come out on Fight Hub recently, and he says, when it was asked to him by the host, you know, did you go and get cleared medically for your foot? He says no. Didn't go to no doctor. Didn't get it fixed up. I just sat at home and let it heal up on his own. And it got us all like, hold up. You pushed back the Charlo fight. You said you were hurt. You said at that time that you were listening to your family and everybody around you, and everybody said you should go seek a doctor. And you said that's what you were going to do. And then you come out in recent interviews and say, I ain't go see no doctor. I ain't get no surgery. None of that stuff. I just sat at home, did a Manny Pacquiao, probably jumped in some salt water, and sit on at the house and let it heal on its own. What's the problem? The problem is, Harrison, you pushed back the fight and you told us that you were so bad that you had to go get some medical attention. And now you say you ain't get nothing? And you supposed to be facing Jamel Charlo in December? I'm going to say this. Hashtag no excuses, fight fans. Hashtag no excuses. Now, my thing is, was Jamel Charlo right? I'm just asking a question. Was Jamel Charlo right? Yeah, I understand he's from the D, Lewis, but it don't matter. I'm from the D. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that I'm just asking a question. We not supposed to say, hold on, bro. You said that you were going to get this surgery. Let me get in front of y'all, man. Hold on. Give me one more second, and I'll be right there in front of y'all, man. It just, you told us this, bro. You told us this. Black Ham TV in the building. Hey, fight fans, I'm going to need a half a second. Renee Bach Young, what up, though? Half a second. Give me 1/2 of a second. Hold on. Got to get my light together, man. Got to get my light together. You know what I mean? All right. Before I come in front of y'all, I don't want to be in front of y'all in the dock. You know what I mean? All right, bet that. Let's go, man. We back. Oh, shit in the building. What up, famo? Let me get in front of y'all real quick, man. All right, here we go. Now, once again, Tony Harrison, you told us that you had to go get this surgery. Turns out no surgery happened. So all I'm saying is, fight fans, it is what it is. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. But I don't want to hear no excuses if Harrison loses. I don't want nobody running around this joint talking about, oh, well, Tony Harrison didn't get work done on his foot. It was his ankle. The reason he lost because he wasn't 100%. We don't want to hear that because Tony Harrison pushed the fight back and still didn't get his foot taken care of. So we don't want to hear nothing. If you lose, you lose. And I'm keeping it 100. Everyone knows Tony Harrison requires heavily on his movement. Everyone knows that Tony Harrison, the basis of his whole fight game is movement. So I don't want to hear nothing. If the man loses, I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get to some of the top. That was just a topic I just recently heard right before I got on here, man. Renee Box-Young says, Harrison ain't convincing me with that injured foot or whatever, man. Me either. If you lose, you lose. And we're going to say you lost. Fair and square if you lose. Because you told us, bro, you couldn't make it on that foot. You listening to everybody around you. I was real disappointed in Tony Harrison when I heard that, man. The first thing that hit my head when I heard it was Jamel Charlo right? Did Harrison fake the injury? Because you didn't go see no doctor. It is what it is, fight fans. We're going to move right along, though. Let's get this up off the screen right here. All right, man. Now, the actually first issue that I really wanted to talk about was this here right here, man. We know it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Jose Ramirez versus Victor Postal, February 14th on ESPN. Now, this is interesting, fight fans. The thing that makes this so interesting is that Victor Postal versus Ramirez. Victor Postal, who did he fight? Josh Taylor, a like-minded opponent. Josh Taylor fought Victor Postal. Now Jose Ramirez is fighting Victor Postal. This is actually kind of good because this will give this will give gas, if you will, to a hopeful upcoming fight between Ramirez and Josh Taylor. If Ramirez goes in there and maybe stop Victor Postal or do something that Josh didn't do, it's going to make hella good for the buildup. So I'm actually glad that they're making this fight. Now, Victor Postal, in my opinion, has no chance. I'm sorry. The man has no punching power. Good boxing ability. Good length. He uses his jab very well. Stiff as a mummy. You know what I mean? Keep that hand upright. Keep that hand upright all the time. Man, Ramirez is going to beat his body like a drum. Uppercuts all night. But it's going to be an entertaining fight. It's going to be an entertaining measuring fight, comparing their fight to Josh Taylor versus Victor Postal. I like that fight. So this is going down February 14th on ESPN. Expect a destruction, I believe, in my opinion. I expect a destruction of Victor Postal. I expect Jose Ramirez to get on the inside and to cause major damage. Victor Postal is long. Victor Postal got a jab. Good for him. There's no way. If this dude, Jose Ramirez, make it to the inside of Postal, it's a wrap, cat. It's a wrap. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, shit. Salute, famo. Lewis Coleman says, Charlo isn't right. They about to still fight in December. No harm, no foul. Yeah, Charlo ain't, he put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they still fighting in December. But my deal is Tony Harrison should have took this time in between time and got himself together. Sitting at home talking about you just going to let it heal on his own. Man, that ain't good enough, bro. Fighters hire the best in the business, whether it comes to nutritionists, whether it comes to strength and conditioning, whether it comes to whatever. When you are serious about a fight, you don't half-ass it. You don't half-ass it. You hire the best that you can get. You go see the best specialists or whatever they are to get you prepared for the next fight, especially a fight of this magnitude. You don't sit around and just say, oh, I ain't do nothing. I just said let it heal on his own. You don't do that. You actually try to make that thing better than what it was so you can get up in there and handle your business. No excuses for Harrison, bro. None. So we'll see. Now, if he wins, I'm going to big him up. I'm going to be like, damn, that dude did it, and he ain't even going to get his foot fixed. That speaks volumes about B-side Charlo. But at the end of the day, I'm giving him no excuses. No excuses. Ronnie Boy Fresh in the building. What up, fam? Oh, what's up with you? Sitting here talking about your boy Tony Harrison, man. Did you hear Ronnie Boy? Tony Harrison don't need to go see no doctors, bruh. His foot gonna heal on his own. He is gonna swim in salt water with the unicorns and the mermaids, and his foot is gonna automatically heal on his own. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses, fight fans. No excuses whatsoever. Ronnie Boy says, I told jokers that Tony was pump faking from the gate. Wow. Remember what Jamel Charlo said? Yo, he faking that injury. Word on the curb is that he ain't just don't want this fight. No. I don't know. So who should Taylor fight next, says Lewis Coleman. Well, given that Ramirez is already going to be taken care of, I think Taylor should just relax, man. He just went through a grueling tournament. This fight is going down in February. It was originally scheduled to go down in December. But the reason that it's not happening in December because Ramirez had some sort of injury leading up to this fight, a hand injury of some sort. So they postponed it and they pushed it down to February. This gives Josh Taylor some time to kind of chill out. I think he should just chill. I don't want to see him fight right now. Fight who? He beat Prograis. I mean, what else is that left at 140 that we are dying to see Josh Taylor do? I think Josh just need to relax. He made it through that tournament. He came out on top, won the Muhammad Ali trophy. Just relax, bro. All he needs to do is relax and wait for this to get done. And then see what's good. Lawrence Williams in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? What's going on? Eric Stewart says it wasn't never nothing wrong with Harrison's ankle from the beginning. You hear me? Hey, I guess I ain't the only one that's seeing things this way. I'm just finding it funny that you don't need no surgery and you push the fight back. You dig? Like I just knew in that interview he was gonna come out and be like, yeah, I just had surgery. I had the cast on I just took it off a couple days ago. Yeah, man, we trying to get things back where it needs to be. I thought he was gonna be talking like that. This fool come out and say, nah, I ain't do nothing. I don't care what none of y'all say. I ain't do nothing. What? I'm like, come on, Tony Harrison, bro. You can't be like that, man. You can't be like that. But anyway, this situation needs to play out so Josh Taylor can get his hands on Ramirez so we can have an undisputed champion. I don't want to hear nothing about no Ramirez vacating belts. I don't want to hear nothing about no Ramirez going to 147 before he sees Josh Taylor. Because there's talks like that. And here's the thing, though, fight fan. This is I find funny. And Ronnie Boy Fresh, you going to like this, bro. All of these dudes, Ramirez, Hooker, Taylor, Prograis, are they food for Terrence Crawford? I'm just asking a question. Are they food for Terrence Crawford? We are sitting here wondering, who is Crawford going to fight? When is he going to fight? When is he going to get a big name? Does Terrence Crawford got breakfast, lunch, and dinner heading to the welterweight division? I'm just asking a question. Maybe so. So if all these dudes food for Terrence Crawford, that's all I want to know. No, it's going to be interesting. Look like Crawford's resume might be getting a lot better real soon. So all of the PBC fighters that want to keep playing that game, they want to keep playing this game, this keep away game. It's cool because Crawford is about to have a whole smorgasbord of opponents. You got 4 coming soon, real soon. And after that, Crawford can sit back on his side of the street and say, okay, y'all do y'all thing over there. We popping over here now. I don't need y'all no more. Y'all messed up. Now I got these cats to fight. And these cats gonna do my name just as good a justice. They are all, I could put them in one collage and put Bud food across that joint. Ramirez, Bud food. Prograis, Bud food. You know what I'm talking about? Maurice Hooker, Bud food. Josh Taylor, I'm not all the way ready to say that yet. I'm just not. And when that happens, fight fans, you won't see Bud then running around talking about, oh, where Danny Garcia? Oh, where's Earl Spence Jr.? Where's Keith Thurman? You ain't going to hear him saying it no more. You're going to be hearing them say, oh, I got smoke, and we popping, and we on ESPN. What's goody? Table's going to be turning real soon. Somebody better step in the ring with Bud all day. We moving right along to the next one, man. Let's see here. Got something popping for this one. Now, look here, man. This is very, very interesting, this next subject right here. We got to talk about your boy, man. Oh, my fault. Hold on. We got to talk about this cat. Dillian White. Man, Dillian White. So it seems as if the WBC has now came out and stated that Dillian White will not be the mandatory for the WBC heavyweight champion known as Bomb Squad. He will not be the mandatory until February of 2021. Damn, look at her. It is baffling. Dillian was supposed to be mandatory challenger to the winner of Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Basically, is what he was saying. He thought that they were going to get named the mandatory today. The WBC is saying you ain't going to be the mandatory to February 2021, and that's if your investigation is over with. And this got some of the Dillian White fans like, oh, this is not right. This is foul. This is foul. I ain't crying no tears for Dillian White. I have no sympathy for Dillian White. And I think the people who've been rocking with me for a while, y'all know why. But for those who just joined up, allow me to give my reasons for such. The thing is this. Dillian White had 1,000,001 chances. So I don't buy into that. I've been the mandatory for X amount of days and just that. Dillian White has been outplayed at every turn and took none of the opportunities that were given to him. Dillian White was offered up by Deontay Wilder. Beat Luis Ortiz, and I'll give you a shot. No dice. He don't want to do it. The WBC says, fight this fighter, Luis Ortiz. You don't want to do it. Okay, fine. Luis Ortiz, I'll pull myself off this undercard to come on over there to the UK and sign with Matchroom again just to fight you. You don't want to do it. Fine. So you want to go and face Joseph Parker because you think that the WBO is going to look out for you. See, make no mistake about it, fight fans. When he fought Joseph Parker, it had nothing to do with the WBC. He fought Joseph Parker because Joseph Parker was the former WBO champion, and he knew that Joseph Parker was ranked very high. So he thought that by beating Joseph Parker, he would have been made the WBO mandatory until he beat Joseph Parker, and they say, you're still not the mandatory. Even prior to their fight, the WBO told him, even if you beat this guy, we still not making you the mandatory. We will tell you when you can become the mandatory. Just like the WBC told him. You ain't the mandatory. And now Alexander Usyk comes up from cruiserweight and bumps Dillian White out of the place, and now he's the mandatory. Dillian White was the number one contender for the longest in the WBO. But they never made him the mandatory. So he lost that. Now in the WBC, he lost that, and we ain't got no remorse for a fighter that goes into a fight filthy and not tell his opponent that he is filthy, and he got caught. So of course I'm not. If he would have hurt Oscar Rivas that night, we all would be speaking a different tune. I got no remorse for this mutant. I got no remorse. Hey, WBC, let's make it 2025, shall we? Why not? Where's the B sample? Anybody seen the B sample? It's like, where's Waldo around this joint? I haven't seen the B sample. Anybody seen the B sample? Where's the B sample? But you want to be the mandatory. So clearly, Mauricio Suleiman at the WBC convention has told everybody that Dillian White will not be the mandatory challenger until February of 2021. All day. All day. Let's see what y'all talking about. I got my brother, Monty Brown TV in the building. In the building. Salute to my brother, Monty Brown TV, a real boxing mind all day. We still waiting for that answer, Monty. We still waiting for that answer. Hit the thumbs up for the homie as y'all coming on in. You know what I'm saying? Hit the thumbs up for the homie. Lewis Coleman says, let's talk about Shakur beating the brakes off Joet, so we can talk about him adding Gary Russell to his scout. Do you want to have that conversation, Lewis? Do you really want to have that? You know, I've been hearing y'all creeping around here. When I came out with that last video, I've been seeing y'all creeping around here talking this talk about how Shakur Stevenson will give my main man Gary Russell Jr. the business. I think y'all are delusional and misguided at the same damn time. Because Shakur is good, and Shakur is the future. But today, Today? No. Gary's brain, Gary's boxing mind, Gary's boxing IQ is levels above that kid. He will put that kid in situations that he will not know how to get out of yet. He'll learn these things. Gary will put him in a position and drown his young ass. You know what I'm saying? He will drown his young ass. He will have his young ass in the twilight zone. You know what I mean? He will be boxing him, moving around him, getting aggressive with him at times. Shakur ain't going to know if he is coming or going. And I don't want to see that young boy put himself in a situation like that and get his confidence crushed. So don't go to Gary. And I understand if you don't, bro. You got 13 fights. So I understand if you don't. But nah, famo. Nah, Lewis. Nah to Shakur Stevenson Nation. He is a good fighter. I believe he is the future. I think he comes out on top when all of the smoke clears. But as of today, stay the hell away from Gary Russell Jr. Do yourself a favor. Do your career and your future a favor and stay the hell away from Gary Russell Jr. Recognize there are levels. There are levels. You'll be there one day, but you're not there today. And that's how I feel about that. You know what I'm talking about? Monty Brown says, what's up, big bro? Sent a few views this way. Much love to you, bro. Appreciate that love. Appreciate that love all day. Ronnie Boy Fresh. Nah, Mo Hooker not on the menu. They train together. He part of the team. Oh, okay. Understandable. Totally understandable. So is Herring and that's another fight. I wish I should have covered that tonight. Jamel Herring versus Lamont Roach. I'm going to give it his own space. Shout out to Lamont Roach and shout out to Honeybee. He know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Eric Stewart says Josh Taylor ain't that good just because he exposed Regis Prograis. I mean, look, Styles does make fights, but I'm not going to sit here and say he bad either. I'm not going to sit here and say he that bad. I don't know what else you want to call a unified champion that just won a tournament full of champions. I don't know what you call that. You don't call that not good, bro. Like, the man took a belt off one cat in the tournament and then turned around and beat another cat for the belt in a tournament. That's damn good, bro. That's damn good. This is one of the reasons that Andre Ward reached the levels of prominence that he did because we did in the Super 6, right? But that's damn good. Salute to Josh Taylor. Tim Johnson says, Bud is a great fighter, but if and when it goes down with him and Spence, I'm riding with Spence. You should. You should. Nothing wrong with riding with Spence. Salute to Spence. Get well soon. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I just want to see the fight, bro. That's all it is with me. I want to see the fight. I tell people this all the time. Much as I bang this drum about Bud and Spence, I've never really told y'all who I think will win that fight. I just told y'all I want to see it. Whenever I see one side or the other not pursuing it is when I get upset. It ain't so much about who will win and who will lose. We can get to that conversation the day that they sign the damn contract. You know what I mean? But I've never, even with Keith, when I was riding heavy with Keith, never sat here and said, oh, Keith Thurman is this and he will do that. No, I just say make the damn fight. Make the fight. We want to see y'all make the fight. That's all I kept saying. We can get to that conversation when you make the damn fight. But that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Salah Farah says, you can say that, man. Josh Taylor has no chance against Bud. Damn. I think Josh, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Josh may hold his own better than, say, Ramirez or, well, you say Mo Hook ain't going to be on the list. So, I mean, I think he holds his own against Bud against better than the other 140 fighters. That's what I think. You know what I mean? I think he holds his back. I think Josh, I would like to see him put a little bit more size on him. You know what I'm saying? But from a skill point of view, Bud will figure that aggressive stuff out. You know what I mean? Bud will try to outdog him. You know what I mean? But it'll be interesting. I think Bud beats him. Don't get me wrong. But I just think that far as coming the closest, giving probably Bud the most comp right now, I think it'll be Josh. I think Bud walks right through Regis, and I think he destroys Ramirez. But I think Josh. Newborn says, Crawford can't lose. You have to KO him, and there are no knock artists in 147, period. None. Okay. Got to KO him. I agree. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. But I don't see none of these 140 cats KO in no Terrence Crawford. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Like I say, the closest I may see it, if I had to pick one out the bunch, it'd be Josh because of the way he fights. You know what I'm saying? Plus his power. I mean, he's been shown to be consistent fight after fight with it. You know what I mean? I wish he would have stopped Postu, though. I will admit. Rocket Strikes 89 in the building. What's up, famo? What's up with you, man? What's up with you, man? Lewis Coleman says the same Gary who got smoked by Loma. Are you serious, Lewis? Are you serious? Man, Gary said they was messing with the scales. He said that they were messing with the scales, bro. But I'm going to say this. Loma got the win? Okay, fine. Every fighter has his day. You know what I mean? Every fighter can't have a perfect record. Everybody can't be Mayweather. Cool. But what did he do in the very next fight? He destroyed Johnny Gonzalez. Took that belt, destroyed Johnny Gonzalez. Then he started calling out everybody. Nobody don't want to come. Regan Diao don't come to 126 because of Gary Russell Jr. There I said it. And I'm a Regan Diao fan. Y'all already know I'm a dedicated to Regan. But he don't come to 126 because of Gary Russell Jr. There are no politics impeding that fight. And he knows it. But he don't come to 126. Oh, but he come up there for Loma, though. Tank Davis don't want to have nothing to do with Gary Russell Jr. Acting like Gary. Who's Gary? Gary who? What? He said that? Gary said that about me? Nah, he ain't say that about me. Yeah, he said that about you, bruh. He said that about you. He said that about you. What you gonna do about that? Oh, you gonna go. Oh, okay, you gonna go fight 37-year-old Gamboa. We understand. Gary is the dude. Gary is the number one fighter at 126. He calls out everybody. Nobody will come within 100 feet of him, and it's insane. I got my homie, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, in the building. What's up, famo? Shout out to Cadillac Red and the boys. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go check them out. Everybody that hear the sound of my voice, go check out Supreme Boxing Talk, man. You will be thoroughly entertained, man. Them boys got it going on over there, man. Keep grinding, famo. Keep grinding. Ronnie Boy Fresh says Shakur is the future, and now it's nothing at 126 or 130 touching my little youngin' Shakur Slim. Man, you tripping, bro. Man, hey, Shakur will get ran through by Gary, bro. I like Shakur, but come on, bro. Like, y'all acting like this dude is like been a hype, all the hype in boxing. I can't believe Ronnie Boy Fresh and Lewis Coleman, two of my main ones, are telling me that Shakur Stevenson will beat Gary Russell Jr. Come on, bruh. Stop playing with me, man. Come on, are you serious? I don't know what y'all tripping off. I can't even believe y'all saying this, man. I like Shakur. He beat up on Hoet. Hoet was easy work. Hoet shouldn't have even been in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think when they asked Andre Ward this question, Andre had to think about it like, And here go Timothy Bradley, old bald head ass. What are you going to do, Dre? What are you going to do, Dre? Huh? What are you going to do? Why do you think Andre Ward says, well, I don't know, man. We're going to have to think about this one. Oh, but then when Hoet name came up, it's like, oh, yeah, all day. We'll take that fight all day. Because they know. Levels. We don't want that right now. Maybe in a year or two, but not today. Because right then today, he will stop that young boy's momentum and he will shut his confidence down. I'm telling you, Joe, he would get outboxed. He would get put in the twilight zone. He won't know if he coming or going. Gary will throw so many styles in front of him, he'll have that kid confused. He's going to be like, damn, what's my name? Damn, where am I at? I'm Batman. That's going to be Shakur Stevenson if he get in the ring with Gary Russell Jr. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But as for this situation, Dillian White not being the mandatory till February of 2021, that's got to be devastating. Now, Eddie Hearn has said that they will appeal the situation. I don't know how they win it. Now, is it because, and also the BC says, after Luis Ortiz, we cool with Tyson Fury. We definitely going to give Bomb Squad that Tyson Fury fight. And then after that, he can just kind of cruise for a little bit. But Dillian White, you got no shot. Damn. That's what you get for cheating, bruh. Should have banned your ass to 2025. You know what I mean? Gonna go in the ring knowing you dirty. Knowing you dirty. Don't even tell the other man. I got no remorse for no Dillian White. Where that B sample at, cuzzo? What a B sample at? Pac-Man says, well, go Nationals all day. Anybody know the score? Anybody know the score? Go Nationals. Please tell me. Anybody. Put it up there. Put it up there, please. Go Nationals. Game 7, World Series. Bring that. Go home. Bring it back here. Bring it home. Come on, Nationals. We are pulling for you here in the D.C. area, man. We pulling for them Nats, man. Go Nats all day. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk says Gary Russell Jr. is the boogeyman from 126 to 135 all day. Couldn't agree with you more. Leo Santa Cruz got out of Dodge. Tank Davis got out of Dodge. Regan Dial won't even come up. Warrington, Frampton, and all them cats don't even make me laugh. What are we talking about here? Y'all talking about Shakur Stevenson? Curry just need to go to 130 and just dominate up there, man. Period. Because clearly Leo Santa Cruz is about to get on his bike. Because he heard Tank say his name a few times. So they just acting like Gary Russell Jr. doesn't even exist. I ain't never seen nothing like this. But anyway, I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry, fight fans. But this situation, man, it is what it is, man. Like I say, no remorse for Dillian White. You ain't the mandatory, so I got no reason to check for you. How about you go ahead on back over there to fight Derek Chisora? How about you go ahead on over there? 4-2 Nats, top of the 9th, bases loaded, 1 out. Oh, good. Appreciate the update. 4-2 Nats, come on, top of the 9th. Who on bet? Who on bet? Is it the Nats or is it the other team, the Astros? Who's that bet? Come on, 6-2. Wash is up. Okay, 6-2 now. Oh, 6-2. Cool. Come on, Nats. Y'all got this, man. Y'all got this. Shakur will knock Gurry out in the 9th, says Last of a Dying Breed. Shakur will knock Gurry out in the 9th? Really? He didn't even knock Hoet out. Now, I agree he curried Hoet, but he didn't even knock Hoet out. So if he didn't knock Hoet out, what makes you think he going to knock Gurry out? Man, please. Matter of fact, Shakur, if you look, hold on. What's his knockout ratio? And y'all talking about he going to stop Gurry. JoJo Diaz, as hard as he fight, he couldn't stop Gurry. He couldn't stop. Loma couldn't stop Gurry. Johnny Gonzalez couldn't stop Gurry. Oh, but Shakur is going to stop Gurry. Man, come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Come on, man. Washes up. All right, 62. Yeah, come on, Nats. Pull out. Come on, pull this shit out, man. Come on, bring that shit home, man. I got John Lejeune in the building. What up, famo? What's up with you? Ronnie Boy Fresh says, well, the boogeyman is getting chased by a youngin' from Newark and who live right over the bridge. DMV transplants, Slim. Hey, first off, Shakur is always welcome in the DMV. We got nothing but love for Shakur Stevenson in the DMV, man. And he's been here many a times. But look here, man. Like, at the end of the day, Shakur is not hunting down Gary Russell Jr. Never has. Andre Ward, Jay Prince, Terrence Crawford, they won't even let him take that fight. They would be all over Shakur, like Shakur, think twice. Nah, we not letting you do that. We not letting you do that. Think twice. So we'll see. What's this talk I heard about somebody saying the WBC is trying to order Devin Haney versus Tank Davis? I heard that talk. I got to look more into that. Yeah, man, but it is what it is, man. Let's get Dillian White up off the screen tonight, man. We done with this cat, man. It's it's sad because Dillian White, man, actually is a good fighter. I never say that Dillian White is a bad fighter. But, bruh, you messed up, bruh. You put yourself in this position, interim, what was he, the interim champion or something like that or whatever. You put yourself in that position just to mess it all up, bruh. Just to mess it all up. For what? Man, forget Dillian White, man. Glad the WBC made that call. Shout out to the WBC, man. All right, man. We're going to move right along, man. To the feature. To the meat and potatoes is what I like to call it. Canelo Alvarez versus Sergey Kovalev going down this weekend. This is going to be a monumental fight. Canelo Alvarez doing like a lot of fighters prior to him done. Going up in weight to fight the bigger man. Daring to be great. All of that good stuff. And we got to talk about this in a more deeper fashion. There's talks about if Canelo Alvarez win this fight, that he may be number 1 pound for pound. We're going to get to that. We're going to definitely get to that. But when it comes to this fight, the question that hits my mind first and foremost is, why is Canelo daring to be great? Why? Why now? He's the cash cow of boxing. He just signed over a $300 $300 million deal with DAZN. Why are you doing this, Canelo? You don't have to do this. You can stay at 160 and reign. So why are you doing this? Why are you daring to be great? Does it mean that much to Canelo to be compared to the greats like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the Salvador Sanchez's of the world? Does it mean that much to him to dare to be great that he takes on this task? Or is it something else? I'm just asking a question. Is it something else? We know Canelo Alvarez had a PED scandal. Is this fight the fight that pushes that out of people's minds? A lot of people say that Canelo Alvarez can't make their pound for pound list because of his PED scandal. Does this fight push that out of everyone's minds? I'm just asking a question. Okay. Is the fact that he didn't fight Gennady Golovkin, does this fight cover that up also? Is that the reason that Canelo is doing this? Why is Canelo I'm still wrecking my mind as why is Canelo doing this? Rocket Strikes 89 says Canelo crazy as getting glassed off bucks. Hey, crazy as hell then, bruh. Crazy as hell. Ronnie Boy Fresh, A Slim. Canelo is brilliant. This is actually a perfect fit for him at 175. Catching Kovalev at a real good time. Ronnie Boy Fresh says Canelo is number one pound for pound. Over your boy Bud? Nah. And we're going to get to that conversation. We're going to get to that. But let me just say this. So when I first heard this fight announced, first thing I asked myself is, what is the advantage? What is Canelo going to do to get the advantage? When I heard that this fight was going on at the full-fledged 175, I was blown away. I was like, get out of here. No Canelo weights, no 174s, 173s, 172s, none of that. Get out of here. He's going to the full-fledged weight. Sergey Kovalev is coming off of a TKO victory, right? And you going to his full-fledged weight. So what is the advantage? What is the advantage, fight fans? I'll tell you what the advantage is. Aside from Kovalev being as old as he is, the last time that Sergey Kovalev fought was in August. Sergey Kovalev literally fought, 2.5 months ago in a grueling 12-round fight. Salute to 4Ben Media in the super chat. Thank you, famo. Much love to you. Because he doesn't lose value if he loses. He's got guaranteed money. If he had to rely on pay-per-view to get this upside money, he wouldn't take this fight. So you saying that it's a no harm, no foul for him. Whether he wins or loses, he gets paid if he wins or loses, right? If he loses, he's damn to be great. He went up, he bit off more than he can chew. So the excuse is built in. I hear you. But my thing is this. Now, Kovalev fought in August. Okay. He's old. He went in a 12-round grueling fight with a young boy. Prior to that fight, he won that fight, but then he just got stopped by Elian Alvarez, right? Prior to that, he lost twice to Andre Ward. So the point I'm making is Canelo knows this kid, he's old. This dude is older. He's been taking poundings in his last few fights. Won a couple of them, but they wasn't easy. And now I'm pulling this dude right back in the ring 2.5 months later. I got a quote floating around up here where Sergey Kovalev speaks on that. And I think that when you mix the fact that Sergey Kovalev is coming off all of those grueling fights and ain't even sat at home for 3-4 months before starting another training camp, that's your advantage right there for Canelo Alvarez. That's the advantage. You keeping this dude working after that. And then you got to remember something. In the yard fight, when we talk about Kovalev's back, Kovalev was shining for majority of that fight, right or wrong. He was shining. But the 2 rounds, just the 2 rounds that Anthony Yarde did the right game plan, he almost stopped him in 2 rounds. What was that, the 7th and the 8th or the 6th and the 7th? It was like one of them two. It was like 2 rounds where he started to go downstairs and he damn near got Sergey up out of there and then he let up off the gas. And then Sergey got that second win and he put the young boy down with a jab. But the point I'm making is just 2 rounds of doing the right thing almost got that kid the victory. So if Canelo, with the mindset that we know he likes to do, what he likes to do, and he sticks to the script with this round after round after round after round. When we seen a young fighter just do it for 2 rounds and almost got him out of there. Elian Alvarez didn't even go to the body in the second fight. It makes me say, 2 rounds. And now so if Canelo was going to go to his body, he ain't had really real time to rest and recover. I mean, Canelo definitely got advantages in this fight, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me see what y'all talking about before we get back into this. Boxing Comment says, Kovalev will rehydrate to a higher weight, but not Canelo. Dangerous, dangerous fight. I agree. They're running around talking about, Canelo ain't got to lose no weight. He can just come into the fight as like his walk-around weight. Cool. But that ain't Sergey Kovalev's walk-around weight. That's Sergey Kovalev's fighting weight. So just like my man just said, like, Sergey Kovalev won't come in there much bigger than Canelo. But my thing is, Kovalev may come in there bigger, but that don't stop the fact that that's weak. That gut is weak. It's just weak. It's like Amir Khan's chin. It's weak. I was listening to Andre Ward. Andre Ward says Sergey Kovalev is not the crusher no more. First, I was listening to Andre Ward, and I'm saying, you know what, maybe Andre's on to something. But then I kept on listening, and I said, oh, no, Andre Ward being slick. And I'm a huge fan of Andre Ward, but he being real slick right now. What he's doing is he's actually crapping on Canelo, if you really read between the lines. To the untrained eye and the untrained ear, it sounds as if Andre Ward is being real critical of Sergey Kovalev. But to the contrary, he's actually being critical of Canelo Alvarez. See, the worst thing you can do to someone that's trying to gain pound-for-pound status is diminish their opponent. He has diminished Sergey Kovalev and said, oh, he's not the crusher no more. I'm expecting Canelo Alvarez to go in there and stop this dude. That is diminishing Sergey Kovalev. And so if Canelo gets that win, the first thing that's going to come out of people like Andre Ward's mouth is, well, how big was this win when he's a shell of his former self? Or he didn't, how big was this win when he's not the crusher no more? That's what Andre Ward was doing. This argument about Canelo Alvarez being pound for pound number 1 or number 5 or whatever you want to place him, well, that pisses off Andre Ward. Andre Ward don't like that kind of talk. Andre Ward still sees himself at the top one way or the other, believe it or not. And what he's doing is trying to also let everybody know, I took everything away from Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev is this way because of me. That is what Andre Ward is doing. Y'all looking at it as if he's just crapping on Sergey. No, he's crapping on Canelo. I'm just saying. John Lee Jones says Kovalev has a court case pending. You can't tell me that isn't stressful. Yeah, but he'll probably. That's the one when he is that the one when he got thrown off the plane? Or is that the one when he was hiding in the bushes? I get him confused. You know what I'm saying? One minute he hiding in the bushes, the next minute he getting thrown off a plane. So I think this is the one when he hid in the bushes, right? When he went into the lady's house, kicked the dog, smacked the cat, spit in the fish tank, you know what I mean? Smacked her gerbil around and then sat in her bushes the next morning. When she woke up, she walked outside to get her morning paper and she see his retarded ass sitting out there in the woods, you know what I mean, eating barbecue potato chips. So I don't know which court case it is, but either way, it should be. I know it's supposed to be going down in December or something like that. That's the last thing I read about that. But yeah, Kovalev has been sued. He's been in so much drama throughout his career. This probably ain't nothing new to him. Now check out this quote. As much as I tried to show him and tell him to fight on the inside, he said no, that is not his style. That is the former assistant trainer of Sergey Kovalev. What's his name? Damn, I forgot his name, man. Hold on. I got his name. I had his name written down. But anyway, that is the former assistant trainer of Sergey Kovalev, who was the assistant to John David Jackson, Kovalev's former trainer. And he says that Kovalev was never interested on fighting on the inside. He was never interested on learning how to fight on the inside. He always wanted to fight long. He always wanted to put opponents on the end of his jab. So when someone goes to the inside, Sergey Kovalev is not interested in learning how to fight that style nor defend that style. And this is why we've seen time and time again that is the weakness of Sergey Kovalev. Look at him. Here it is right here. When we brought someone to press him, he didn't even know how to defend himself, he said. When we brought someone into the camp to fight Sergey Kovalev on the inside, he had no idea on how to deal with it. This is according to his former assistant trainer. Now, of course, John David Jackson and Kovalev got bad blood. So, I know y'all may be saying that he has a vested interest on talking bad against Kovalev. But I don't think so. I think that this dude is on to something. And he's saying that Sergey Kovalev don't want it on the inside. World Championship Nationals. Salute to the Nationals. DC run baseball, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go Nats. Go Nats all day. Bring the trophy home. Throw the parade. Throw the confetti. I'm there. Please believe it. I'm there. Shout out to them Nationals, man. Now, all we need to do is get them damn Wizards on board, and we rolling. Now, as far as with the Redskins are concerned, well, I'm a Cowboys fan. Whatever, man. Moving right along. Shout out to them Nationals, man. Shout out to them Nationals. Marcus Davis, if Canelo wins, is he going to stay at the weight or move back down? If he stays, he should fight Artur Beterbiev. I love to see that fight. I mean, I would love to see that fight. But if I had to take a guess, I say he moves back down. I mean, remember what happened with the Rocky Fielding situation. When he went up to 160, 68 to fight Rocky Fielding. He beat Fielding and he moved. He didn't fight Callum Smith. We thought maybe he would have fought Callum Smith. No politics in that fight. They both fight on the same networks. They both fight under people that do business with each other. But you didn't see Canelo Alvarez go after Callum Smith. So I think in that same fashion, like he did, he just want to be that dude who can just move. If he don't like nothing at 160, let's take a look at 68. I don't like nothing up there. Let me take a look at 75. I don't like nothing up there. Fuck it. What's up with cruiserweight? That's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is a strategic picker of fight. When he picks his fights, they're thought through very much. In this case right here, like I told y'all, Canelo is going in there. I hear you, bro. I hear you, Rocket Strike. Canelo is going in there. And he's going in there with an advantage. And that advantage is mean. Not allowing a 36, 37-year-old fighter to properly rest between fights. Now, I know what y'all may say. Oh, well, man, back in the 1900s, they used to fight 10 times a month. This ain't the 1900s. These ain't the same kind of athletes. These are lesser athletes, if you ask me, but these are not the same kind of athletes. These dudes need rest between fights. And Sergey Kovalev literally was in the ring 2.5 months ago in a grueling fight. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Much love to you donating in the super chat, famo. Hold on one second. Let me definitely get to that, man. Oh, look. Hold up. My screen there we go. Tell him, if you with the Astros, don't talk to me spicy. You hear what he say? If you with the Astros, man, don't talk to me spicy, dog. You stay over there. All you Houston people, y'all stay over there. Y'all call Jamel B-Side Charlo to come on down and mourn with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because the Washington Nationals just kicked all of y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? We got the trophy. We run baseball. You did. We don't talk to me spicy, dog. We run baseball, you know what I'm saying? Baseball in the heart of the DMV, in the heart, the nation's capital, the most powerful city in the world. Never forget that, you know what I mean? Shout out to them Nets, man. All day. Ronnie Boy Fresh says, damn, the property value around the Southwest just went up by 30%. Yeah, man. All day. Hey, shit, if it wasn't already high enough already over there. You did. Young people don't understand, man. That waterfront now, that is nothing. I don't even recognize that place no more. That's not the wharf, bro. I don't know what that is, man. That's Broadway over that joint, man. I don't even know what that is. But there's already money over there. Trust and believe. Corey Dewan says, what's good, man? Yo, in your opinion, who is the biggest threat to Canelo, Charlo, or Kovalev? Good question. That is a very, very good question. Who is the biggest threat to Canelo, Charlo, and Kovalev? Who is the biggest threat? Damn, you said Charlo because I said I was gonna say Jamal Charlo. That's something I'm gonna have to think about. The biggest threat, Dimitri Bivol? No. Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant is the biggest threat. I think Caleb Plant can outbox Canelo. Why doesn't Canelo go to 68 and call out Caleb Plant? I love to see Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez. That is the biggest threat right there. Because he has boxing ability, very good boxing ability, very good power. I mean, dedicated, focused, lasered in. I think he is the biggest threat. If he beats David Benavidez, I think there's no stopping Caleb Plant all day. You know what I mean? John Lee Jones says, I was stationed in D.C., Iraq, and Afghanistan, and D.C. was the worst. That's what it is, dog. This is Vietnam out here, Mo. You know what I'm saying? This is Vietnam. D.C., man, we a whole nother type city, bro. We are like no other city you will ever visit. We got our own everything, own music, own fashion, own everything. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But salute to you and thank you for your service, homie. Thank you for your service. Newborn says Kovalev lost to Ward on the inside game. A better inside fighter than Ward, and I will wait. Stop all this BS boxing thing talk. Yeah, on the inside. That's just the name of the game. And this is the reason I say Canelo Alvarez's ability to fight on the inside. He throws devastating uppercuts. He throws devastating combinations on the inside. Canelo stamina may be the issue. If Kovalev is going to have my way of winning this fight, he will be smart to be patient in this fight and to take Canelo into the deep waters. I want to see what Canelo's stamina, who's already we've seen Canelo struggle with stamina issues at 54 and 60. I would love to see what Canelo's stamina going to look like at 175 pounds. Extra weight. Yeah, I understand. He just, this is his walk around. I'm dying to see what his stamina is going to look like. Now, if Kovalev is smart, he will use his best attribute, which is his jab, downstairs to the stomach. He needs to be plucking Canelo ass with that from distance all night long. Floyd did it. Go back and watch that Floyd fight. Floyd was pot-shotting the hell out of Canelo from the outside. Pot-shotting him upstairs and downstairs. Kovalev need to go back and watch that. Now, because Kovalev throw a hell of a jab downstairs. A hell of a jab downstairs. He needs to use that. I'm telling you. Ben's Chili Bowl after a day of presenting flags at Arlington was pretty good, though. Yeah, man. Slim, Ben's Chili Bowl after a night of hanging out up Adams Morgan. When you rolling out Twisted, you go get that super big-ass slice of pizza. It is the best thing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? All day. Salute, man. Ben's Chili Bowl is a historic spot here in the D.C. area. Everybody's vouched for it, man. Even the president's been there. Obama was up in that joint. You know what I mean? So anybody who up in this area, go check out Ben's Chili Bowl, a historic area in the D.C. area. I mean, historic store in the D.C. area. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Davis says Caleb Plant is bad style matchup for Canelo all day. And that's why I was, when the person asked earlier who was the biggest threat, Caleb all day. Caleb all day. I think Caleb will wash Canelo. I think he gives Jamal a run for his money. I mean, who else did you say? Kovalev? All of them. If he go to 75, he can mix it up with everybody at 75. You know? I think that'll be a good, interesting thing, man. Real talk. Let's see. Okay, oh, my bad. Newborn says, reread it. I said he only lost to Ward on the inside, and there's no better inside fighting than Ward. Name one. So you don't think that Canelo can fight better than Ward on the inside or well enough to do the same type of damage that Ward did to Kovalev? I mean, that just remains to be seen. You know, when you're talking about daring to be great fights, you can go by what we've seen of Canelo in the past, but we just don't know. We've never seen him at the weight class. We've never seen him take on a challenge maybe this big since Mayweather. I ain't seen him take on a challenge this big since Mayweather. I mean, this is a big challenge. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think Canelo fights well on the inside, man. I mean, that's just in the Golovkin fights. That was some of the best things he did against Gennady Golovkin, amongst other fighters. But I think Canelo fights damn good on the inside. But but the fact of the matter is that even in the Andre Ward fight, At least Andre Ward gave Kovalev like proper time to get himself together. Canelo was giving him 2.5 months since his last fight. I mean, that means like a couple days after his last fight, which went 12 rounds. He had to get right back in the training camp. Now, don't get me wrong, he's getting paid damn good for it. But Canelo's inside game mixed with the advantage that he'll have going into this fight, knowing and Sergey Kovalev's age, Sergey Kovalev's mindset at this point, that's a lot to think about, bruh. The man still is getting thrown off planes. Where's his mindset really at? Devastating, good fighter. Don't get me wrong. Very good fighter. Racist ass dude, but good fighter. You know what I mean? But Canelo is he's setting the deck, bro. He always set the deck. And that's something that Ward didn't do. So even if you don't give Canelo the same credit that you give to Ward, at the end of the day, what may make up for that is the fact that he is cutting the corners the way he is and putting Sergey Kovalev immediately back in the ring after not but 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 straight grueling fights. Ward twice, Alvarez twice. Yard took him 12 and gave him 2 rounds of hell. And he putting him right back in the ring. So even if you don't think Canelo is as good or can do what Ward did to Kovalev, the fact that he has this advantage, that speaks volume. That just makes up for lost ground. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Whiskey Dragonfly, Canelo upper body defense is almost on James Toney level. He's going to slip and parry Cove's jab and rip to the body. But see, the thing is, I noticed about that upper body movement, and it is good. He can. That's one thing that over the years, I guess with Canelo and Eddie Reynoso Jr., they've been working the hell out of that upper body movement. Canelo, you see him in his training camps, he be in that joint dancing, coordination be on point. I got to give him that. You got to give him that. But the deal is this. It's not that way once he start getting tired. Round 7, round 8, you don't see that razzle-dazzle no more. It starts out well. But this is one of the things that Kovalev will probably have in his favor. Can he slow? If Canelo don't get Kovalev out of there early, do we think that Canelo can stop him late? Or will Canelo be the same dude late that he was early? I mean, he's not going to be that same fighter. He's not going to be moving like that at the upper body late in the fight. He's not going to be moving that way. He got on his bicycle in the second half of those Golovkin fights. Because he looked brilliant in the first half, but he always get tired. He always starts to wear down, and he starts to get touched. I'm just one man. If Kovalev take him deep, that's Kovalev's best chance. I just don't know how much damage that Kovalev's going to be able to take to get there, man. Rocket Strikes 89 say Canelo going to be surprised by how good Sergey Kovalev can box and his power. Sergey Kovalev knockout ratio is like 76%. It's crazy. He got power. Anybody who's questioning Sergey Kovalev's power, I don't know what to tell you, Slim. But at the end of the day, he has power. And Canelo can get clipped. No doubt about it. I just, fight fans, and I know I keep banging on the drum, but I can't get out of my mind that this dude was just in the ring 2.5 months ago. Like, that is a big deal. Y'all don't seem to, that is a big freaking deal after the fights that he just had. Canelo knows this. Canelo picked this fight for a reason. That is your reason. I'm telling you. DGO in the building. What's up, DGO? What's up with you? What's going on, man? Boxing Comments says Canelo said Eddie Reynoso would make him watch videos of Sugar Ray Leonard. That's a good person to study. Shout out to Sugar Ray Leonard. Shout out to Roger Leonard. You know what I'm saying? It's my homeboy. Yeah, man, that's a good person to study, bro. That's a good person to study. Rocket Strikes 89 says Canelo has a lot of firepower to survive through before he can get in the vicinity of throwing body shots. And that's what he do got it. But I think earlier on, this is why I say he's going to have to get him early, bro. Because if the head movement and the upper body movement is working early and he can kind of razzle-dazzle his way to the inside like he likes to do, it's going to be there all day early, bro. I don't know if it's going to be there late. I don't know if that's going to be happening after about rounds 7 and 8. But I know from them first 5 rounds, that's going to be, I I see Kovalev landing the jab periodically, but nothing. I see Canelo razzling dazzling earlier on, man, making it to the inside. But how does Canelo power carry up to 175? That's something that ain't been talked about neither. Now, we know Canelo will be a good puncher at 160, what? Where did he fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.? At that weight on down, was it like 65 on down? We know the power is definitely there. But what is it like at 75? What is it like at a bigger man that probably has better punch resistance than anybody that's Canelo's faced? Unless you hit him in the body. No. Oh, no. Pac-Man says Kovalev has to take these back-to-back fights. He is on borrowed time. Oh, hey, look, if y'all don't think Kovalev happy to do this, I think Kovalev ready to get the hell out of boxing anyway, me honestly. I don't think he has long left in boxing anyway. When he was being faced with those options of Beterbiev or Bivol and all, I think he was sitting back looking at the door like, Beterbiev, Bivol, Vosdick, retirement. What my bank account looking like? Oh, Canelo called? Oh, no, we want that Canelo fight all day so I can get the hell out of boxing. I don't think Kovalev fights no more after Canelo. That's just what I believe. That's what I believe. He says, name a better inside fighter than Ward. Bro, look, there's a lot of good inside fighters other than Ward, but that ain't the point. I mean, Ward is a very, very, very good inside fighter. But once again, with anything that you think that Canelo lacks, he makes up with the advantage of putting this man back in the ring immediately. I'm telling you. John Lejeune says, main man, how about DMV Tank? You mean Baltimore Tank? Well, I've already just recently did a video on him. I mean, when he called out Josh Taylor, bro, if you believe him, man, I got a bridge to say you to nowhere. But ain't nobody believing that dude gonna call out and stop no damn Josh Taylor. What I think about Tank, I think Tank is smoke and mirrors until he proves me otherwise. Y'all believe that stuff. I'm not mad at y'all for anybody who falls into the Tank trap. You know what I'm saying? But I know what's going on here. I know the hoax that they're putting on. I know what they're trying to build. We've seen this done over and over and over and over again. And they're doing it with Tank. They're putting up a facade. They're making a mirage. You know what I mean? Somebody you think did X, Y, Z, but he didn't. I can't respect a fighter that's not fighting fighters in his weight class, bro. Like, he's fighting smaller fighters, and they're acting like this man is parting the Red Sea out this joint or something. Like, they act like he's doing like the greatest thing since sliced bread by beating up on little fighters. But don't fight no smoke that's in front of him. Tevin Farmer, Loma, who else we talking about? Man, come on, man. The list goes on and on. Machado. The list goes on and on. Gary Russell Jr. Nobody. He ain't fighting none of them. But he pulls up. He was down to pull up Abner Martez, though. Down for that fight all day in the paint. What's the cat that he fought for the WBA title who never fought at 130? They pulled him up from 126 after being out of the ring over a year and coming off a loss. But he fought him for a world title. Man, look, man. Man, I don't get it, man. I'm not going to sit here and play this fake like crap like Tank is just the greatest thing. Until Tank proves and show me that he is, I don't want to hear nothing, man. He talking about fighting Leo Santa Cruz. Man, him and Leo deserve each other. Bunch of ducks. A bunch of Gary Russell Jr. ducks. Sad, man. Man, Gary Russell Jr. walked up on Leo's dad and put his arm around him. Leo ain't do nothing. Man, I ain't never in my life seen these type of fighters, man. These dudes are straight up like mirages, bro. They are walking mirages. That's what they are. They are walking facades, man. That's it, man. That's it, man. Nah, at all. Why do you think I said Baltimore, bro? Rocket Strikes 89, even with the fight with Yard being recent, I don't see Canelo being a threat to Kovalev. Canelo is not a natural light heavy, and that says a lot. And that's what I said. We're going to learn a lot about him going into this fight, but I'm telling you, Rocket Strikes, you cannot diminish the fact that this dude just came out of the ring 2.5 months ago, man. You cannot diminish that. That is a huge, huge thing. That is the main reason I believe that Canelo chose him. And seeing that Yard almost stopped him with just 2 rounds of body work in that fight. Like, Yard almost got him out of there with just 2 good rounds. And Kovalev shined for majority of that fight. Bro, he's lost 3 fights out of his last 5 fights. And you putting him in the ring 2.5, man, nah. That you can't diminish that, bro. I understand what you're saying about Canelo not being a light heavyweight, because I am wondering what his punch resistance going to look like at 75 too. I mean, Kovalev is a true light heavyweight who's going to rehydrate to light heavyweight levels. I don't think Canelo going to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see, A, if Canelo can take the punches of Kovalev, and B, does Canelo's power carry up to 175? That's something that we don't know yet neither. All of this inside fighting that we expecting Canelo to do, it ain't going to be worth much of nothing if his punches got no pop at 75. So we got to wonder. Boxing Comments says Tank is stuck on the TMT track. Nah, Tank, I call him Stank. Tank is stuck on the Tank track, man. I made this point in the video, man. And I always say this because I don't want nobody to be misunderstand. I don't blame Mayweather as much as most people do. A lot of people put this at the foot of Leonard Ellerbe and Mayweather. I don't. I listen to the words that come out of Tank's mouth. I actually listen to what the fighter has to say. And what the fighter has said is, what I've seen from this particular fighter is that he got very pissed off when he found out that Floyd was going behind his back trying to step this competition up. What I found out from this fighter was he wants to fight 3 times a year of nobody. You know what I'm saying? So what I found out from this dude is that he don't want to step up. By the words of Tank Davis. Sorry about that. It just, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. But the fact of the matter is, he said these words, bro. The interviews are on YouTube. They ain't gone nowhere. I just recently looked at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said it himself. Oh, nah, when Floyd was younger, ain't nobody rush him. Ain't nobody tell him who he had to go fight. You know, I think I should be fighting 3 times this year, then maybe like 2 or 3 times more next year, then maybe we be ready to step it up for a big fight. That's how Tank was talking. These are facts. It's not main man's opinion. Those are Tank words. So I listen to the words that come out of Tank's mouth. While you keep putting this at Floyd. Floyd wanted to step that kid up. That kid didn't want to step up. Salute the Boxing Comments in the super chat. Salute, famo. Stank Davis. Thanks for the LOL all day. And that was some accidental stuff, man. Hey, I'm tired, man. Like, it's like when I think of Tank, you know, one of the things, like myself as a diehard boxing fan, what really gets me going is when I see so much talent and you see so much potential, but they not putting that stuff you don't see it really on the, like, proving itself. You don't see it. I mean, what if Lomachenko was running around here fighting 126-pound fighters? What would everybody say? You see the kind of criticism he got from Rigondeaux, right? So, I mean, come on, man. I mean, nobody tripping off, man. Stank Davis, man. Nobody tripping off him. Until he step it up, he is Stank Davis on this channel, bro. Until you act like Gary Russell Jr. is calling your name, you are Stank Davis. Fight somebody, bro. Fight some damn body. You willing to go fight Josh, which we don't believe you, but you won't even fight Tevin Farmer. Make this make sense, man. Make this make sense, bro. Somebody make this make sense to me. When it comes to Tank Davis, we getting away from the subject. This dude, man. So I think Canelo has a shot. I think Canelo has a damn good shot. I think his inside game mixed with the advantage puts him right there in this fight. I think Kovalev has a shot. This quote, when y'all go back and watch this on the playback, please pause it and read this quote right here. That quote right there, man, about his ex-trainer telling him how he just don't like it on the inside. He don't want to learn how to fight on the inside. He doesn't care how to learn to fight on the inside. That's just like, wow, bro. Like, that's just a flash into the mind of Kovalev, and say like his relationship with John David Jackson, how he thought he knew more. Kovalev says, this is the biggest fight of my career. I've never been in this situation where someone is coming up from middleweight. He knows. He can't make himself look like a fool for history. My bad on that box of comments. Roll up, though. Roll up. Corey DeWan says, I choked off my vodka all day. Great Goose in the building. You hear me? Hey, yo. Stank Davis all day. Let that thing roll around YouTube. Maybe that'll make him fight some damn body. You know what I mean? Rocket Strikes 89 says, I diminish it. If he was fighting a light heavy, but Canelo is small and Canelo hits like a girl compared to Yard and the other light heavies. So I hear you on Cove recent activity, but I don't think it will matter. It was going to matter, bro. It's definitely going to matter because you got to remember, like, Kovalev didn't skate through that fight. It wasn't a skate fight for Kovalev. He almost got stopped. Go back and look at that, what is it, 6th and 7th round or 7th and 8th. Go back and look at those 2 rounds. He almost got stopped. That's a big deal. There is, you can't teach. It's like we always say about Amir Khan, you can't train a chin. Well, you can't teach Kovalev on not taking no, if he don't even want to learn, like this man is telling you, how to fight on the inside. If he don't care to learn these things, he don't care how to take the punches, how to stay away from fight. If he don't care to know these type things, he is leaving himself up for major vulnerabilities. Fighters see that vulnerability. That's all I'm saying, man. Look, I'm not saying that Kovalev guarantees lose this fight. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Kovalev has more than a puncher's chance to win this fight. More than a puncher's chance. I'm just simply saying what evens the playing field is the advantage that Canelo is looking to use on Kovalev by putting him right back in the ring. That's all I'm saying. People are wondering, like, because like I told you at the beginning of this subject, I was wondering, why did he take this fight? Why dare to be great the way he's doing it? And I said he has to have some sort of advantage. It ain't the weight class because they fighting at the full-fledged weight class. It's the recent activity. It's the keeping him busy. It's the I'm not letting you sit down and rest. You can't get no cooch. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no cooch right now. You back in training camp, cuzzo. So that means you mad at everybody. I just hope that Kovalev don't meet some other woman and go and beat up on her dog, smack her cat, and spit in her fish tank. You know what I'm saying? That's all I hope. Because the man ain't had no coochie now, and he's been in 2 back-to-back freaking training camps. You know what I'm saying? This man is pissed off. Canelo know what he's doing? Canelo know what he's doing. Now, hey, I heard the news about Canelo and Oscar, saying that Oscar has no loyalty. And hey, look, man, when I first heard this type talk, you know what the first thing that flashed in my head is when Eddie Hearn he was being interviewed by somebody, and he say, oh, I don't have Canelo Alvarez yet. And I remember talking about that here on the live stream. I was like, did y'all catch that? He said, oh, I don't have Canelo Alvarez yet. I mean, with the activity and the behavior from Canelo, you think Eddie been making some calls? Do you think, I've been telling people this from day one, the day that Golden Boy went to the zone. Eddie don't like Oscar. Oscar don't like Eddie. They don't like each other. They're not business partners. They are competitors. If you don't think that Eddie would love to steal Canelo Alvarez from Oscar De La Hoya, or you don't think that Oscar De La Hoya would love to steal Anthony Joshua away from Eddie Hearn, then y'all tripping. I just wonder who Canelo been talking to. Now, the thing is that I think Canelo's probably locked into a contract. He ain't going nowhere. I listened to an interview of him today. He said, yo, we got a working relationship. We got a working relationship. And I always go over this on this channel. The only main way that a fighter can get out of a promotional agreement is if he can prove that promoter has not been getting him the best fights. Word on the curb is that Oscar wanted him to face Gennady Golovkin. He wanted him to face Gennady Golovkin, and Canelo ain't doing it. Canelo was walking to his own beat. That's what cash cows do. So it is what it is. They'll be all right. Oscar got bigger problems. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't Canelo Alvarez. Marcus Davis says, Kovalev so weak to the body. Every time you go to his body, he gets uncomfortable. He don't like it down there. Canelo, one of the best body punchers in the game, unless Kovalev shows he can withstand it. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If Canelo don't get the Kovalev body, and if Kovalev can take those punches, it's going to be a long night for Canelo Alvarez. It's going to be a long night. Because outside of the body attack, that's the way that I give Canelo the win. He don't have to stop him to the body. He can just at least wear him down. Like, if he can't get there, Canelo in for a long night. If Kovalev adapts, adjusts, makes certain adjustments, him and Buddy McGurk, if they get together and work on a game plan, according to Buddy McGurk, he says he wants Kovalev to hit him everywhere. Everywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, everywhere. He says he wants to counter Canelo out. Whatever he's doing, we want to do the opposite. That's according to Buddy McGurk. So we'll see. We'll see, bro. We'll see. Pac-Man says Canelo signed his first boxer to Eddie Hearn. I didn't know that. I did not know that, but I will be looking into that. Are you serious? So you mean Canelo first fighter that he signed to whatever imprint that he got, he signed him to Eddie Hearn? Oh, man. Woo. I know Oscar got to be pissed off at Canelo for helping out Ryan Garcia, man, and helping him get that fat contract, bro. I know he got to be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Boxer comment says DAZN may buy Oscar out from Canelo's contract. If Oscar is found guilty of his recent scandal, all day, possibly. That's a very good possibility. And maybe that's the writing that's on the wall. I don't know. But this latest scandal from Oscar is a straight up weird individual. You know what I mean? The dude needs some help. You know what I mean? The dude need a father figure. You know what I'm saying? The dude needs somebody, man, that's a man and break his ass down and take him somewhere, man, and get to his head, bro. Like, what the hell is wrong with that weirdo? Freaking weirdo, man. Oscar's a weirdo, bro. Weirdo, man. I ain't never seen, man. Oscar is as weird as it gets. It's gotta be hard. It's gotta be hard to respect a man like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you saying them all the time, it's got to be hard to respect a man like that. You telling me you promote me, I supposedly work for you or work with you or whatever. I can't respect you every time I turn on the tube. You in doing this weird shit. Like, you're a weird dude, bro. Like, you the weirdest dude in boxing. You dig? You the weirdest dude in boxing. Do you not understand that? You walk around with the banner of being the weirdest dude in boxing. Oscar De La Hoya need to do interviews with a t-shirt on that says, yes, I am the weirdest dude in boxing. I am Mr. Weirdo. I am weirdo.com. Shame, man. It's a shame. Rocky Strikes 89 says that main man, you're not understanding me, G. The hell he went through was with the natural light heavies. You're failing to realize that Cove is a great boxer with a powerful jab and knockout power versus a little guy. Remember, he's smaller. Remember, he's older. You know, that's the one point that Andre Ward was trying to make, in one way or another, is that you going off what you seen before. You know, these last few fights has had a lot taken out of him. I hear what you're saying. Canelo is not a light heavyweight. But when a fighter has been grinded down, fight after fight after fight, and not getting proper time to rest, it don't matter, bro. He's a 37-year-old fighter. He's not 25. You know, when we were all 24, 25, right? We could party all night and go to work the next morning and then party again and not sleep until 4 days later. Kovalev is not that. Kovalev has been through grueling fights. He's been stopped. He's lost 3 of his last 5. Regardless of if they were against light heavies, he's been grinded down, not having an opportunity to recover and rest. That is a big deal. That is the best advantage that Canelo can give himself beside from draining this dude. That is a big deal, bro. It's a big deal because, and I see Lewis saying the same thing. Y'all diminishing, like, I don't understand how y'all not understand. No matter what the weight class, if the man ain't properly rested in, there used to be a rule where you couldn't even like fight this close between fights. No, like, whatever happened to that rule? This is he fought 2.5 months ago. Then you telling me he got to do another training camp and be ready to go in December? I mean, in this weekend, I'm sorry. This weekend, at the beginning of November, when he just fought towards the end of August. Man, nah. I can't. It doesn't matter, bro. It just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Marnie Boy Fresh says Eddie Hearn don't have to steal Canelo. Canelo wants to do a partnership elsewhere. Canelo looking to get into that boardroom, man. Once he drops Oscar, man, Golden Boy is gonna go. Unless Ryan Garcia can save him or Jaime Munguia can save him. Jaime Munguia is not vacating his WBO title at 154. This guy Jesse Vargas like, I'm trying to get that smoke. What's goody? Kell Brook, where you at, homie? You see Jaime ain't going nowhere. You rated high in the WBO, Kell Brook, man. Go after Jaime Munguia. Man, what the hell Kell Brook doing, man? Corey Dewan says Oscar wants Canelo to grab his booty. Go ahead, man. Marcus Davis, Canelo haven't stopped nobody since he stopped Rocky Fielding. So it's hard to think that he is going to move up. He moved up to stop Rocky Fielding. 168 fighter. Remember that. It's hard to think that he is going to move up and stop Kovalev, a bigger guy. But we don't know how Canelo is going to look at the weight until Saturday. And we don't know the condition that Sergey Kovalev is. Man, we don't know how rested Sergey Kovalev is. We don't know, like, is Sergey really ready to go? Is he not worn down? And he's been stopped within 5 fights. He got stopped twice by we got stopped once by Ward and once by Alvarez. And damn near stopped by Yard. Off of 2 rounds, fight fans. Hear me. It wasn't like Yard worked him for 5 rounds and then damn near he worked him good for just 2 rounds. And Kovalev won majority of that fight. If Yard would have came out in that 3rd round doing the same thing that he did in those 2 rounds, he would have stopped Sergey Kovalev. Man, and my thing is that's showing me that Sergey Kovalev is grinding down. He's grinding down. We'll see. Maybe Canelo's advantage ain't enough. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe y'all right. I don't know. Maybe it's just not enough. Maybe it don't matter. Kovalev, he beat the kid 10 rounds out of 12, right? So maybe it ain't enough. I like to see it. I just got to see it, man. I just think that's the main thing right there. Being weak to the body, being stopped in a couple fights, and on top of that, you fighting back to back. Man, nah. We'll see. Wani Boy Fresh says Julio Martinez is Canelo fighter. Who signed to Matchroom? Julio Martinez? All right, bet that. I'm going to definitely look into that. I did not know about that. Wow, I did not know about that. Salute. Rocket Strikes 89 says, okay, let's say I agree with your point, man. But what makes you think that Canelo can get past Kovalev's arsenal? Because that's basically what you're saying, and I think you're looking into Cove recent activity too hard. That I have to look into his recent activity because, bro, it's 2.5 months, man. 2.5 months. What kind of training camp had Kovalev had? What type of game plan is he preparing for? You're saying that Kovalev is basically going to win on instinct, just on power? Like, Canelo is a talented fighter. He's a skillful fighter, too. Dog, I hear what you're saying. All I'm saying is, like I said before, if it doesn't give Canelo the advantage, it makes them, at least, to me, it brings Kovalev down to Canelo's eye level. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Kovalev had a good, 5-month rest, Kovalev coming to this fight as a full-fledged 175-pounder or 5 months rest, ready to go, studying, chilling. He coming in as the full Sergey Kovalev. That's a different conversation. But to say that this dude just fought 2.5 months ago and jumped right back in the training camp after damn near getting stopped, we'll see though, bro. We'll see. I'm just saying it at least brings him down to eye level, bro. It brings him down to eye level. And it makes him less invincible. and it gives Canelo that much more of a chance. And sometimes, when you weak to the body, as Sergey Kovalev is, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, even like from the offset of the announcement of this fight, you would say Sergey Kovalev versus Canelo Alvarez, oh man, that's a 60-40 fight in favor of Sergey Kovalev. But given the circumstances surrounding the situation, I bring it down to almost 50-50, man. And Sergey Kovalev should win. He's the bigger man. He's a skillful fighter himself. Age, constant activity, being stopped, all of these things combined. We'll see. We'll see. Newborn says, question, name an elite fighter that Canelo stopped to the body. He has no body list, bruh. A body puncher has a list. No. See, that's what I disagree. I don't think you have to stop an opponent to the body. If you wear him down, what did Canelo do to Erislandy Law? How did Canelo beat Erislandy Law? It wasn't the fact that he stopped him to the body, right? He slowed him down to the body. He made him not Erislandy Law by working his body. You know what I'm saying? He put Miguel Cotto on his bicycle from body shots. Miguel Cotto couldn't stand up to that. He didn't stop Miguel Cotto to the body, but them body attacks made him honest. It made him extremely honest, not take many more risks, and it turns him into another fighter. The point I'm making is, if he goes in there and consistently goes to Kovalev's body, doesn't necessarily have to stop him to the body. He just got to grind him down enough to make him not Sergey Kovalev. That's all I'm saying. Now, it can lead to a stoppage to the body, but it don't always have to be that. Rocket Strikes 89 says, Yard is way more powerful than Canelo, and even Yard couldn't get Cove out of there because Yard abandoned the game plan. If Yard, like I just told you, if Yard would have came out in the third round and did what he did in rounds 6 and 7, please, for anyone who forgot what I'm talking about or whatever, go back and look at the Anthony Yard-Sergey Kovalev fight, and you'll see that Anthony Yard had 2 awesome rounds in that fight. In that second of the 2, he almost got Sergey Kovalev out of there. He came out, I think, in the 8th round and totally abandoned the body attack. Abandoned it and never went back to it at all for the rest of the fight. But the 2 rounds that he did it, he damn near stopped him. And Sergey Kovalev was outboxing him for about 10 rounds. But those 2 rounds, he almost got him out of there. And I just kept yelling at the TV like, why did you stop? What are you doing, bruh? Did you blow your load? I mean, what was it? Like, did you come out and you do too much swinging? I mean, what was it? You tired? Is that what it was? But it was working. Sergey Kovalev was super vulnerable in those rounds. That's all I'm saying. And for me to see a fighter, yeah, Yard is strong. He's very strong. But at that point, Yard was probably getting whooped on for about 5 rounds. And for him to just 2 rounds, almost get him out of there in 2 rounds. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Newborn says he didn't beat Lord. Yeah, well, I mean, on paper, whatever you want to see. If you want to say on paper, whatever. But what kept him in that fight? Jaquavius Small, what's up, family? What's up with you? What's up with you? Can we call in? Nah, I don't got a call in line just yet, man. Yet, but I plan on getting one very, very soon because, I need to talk to some of y'all, man. I need to get you. What I'm going to do, and I was going to do this for the homie Monty for his the thing he has going on. What I'm going to do is I am going to download or get or whatever that the one that everyone's using. What is it? StreamYard. I'm going to get it. And I will invite. See, the crazy part is when we were on here on Google Hangouts, I will always invite all of the subscribers. If you are a subscriber of this channel and you are a supporter of this channel, you are more than welcome to any time come on this channel. I let that be known to any of my subscribers, especially the ones that are always here. You are more, I repeat, more than welcome to come on this platform, to get up on here and chop it up with Main Man, Made Man. Always know that. All you got to do is ask. Y'all fam. If you say, Main Man, hey, son, let me get up on it all day. All of my new creators out there that just started creating. If you want to get on here just to get some, look, man, I'm not that cat that give a damn about all of these numbers and who giving expo. I don't care about that, bro. You want to get up on here and chop it up so people can do it. I have no problems with it, none whatsoever. Come on, man. This is neutral. This is a different zone here, bro. We don't do that stuff that everyone else do. You dig? If you want to get on here, if you're a new creator and you want to get you some exposure, you want to just chop it up with Main Man for a bit, holler at the homie. We homies, bro. It's all love. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. Marcus Davis, Yard was young and inexperienced at that level. Canelo more experienced, even know it at a different weight class. Canelo is smarter and better at adjusting than Yard is. True. Now, it could be argued that Yard's stamina at the weight class is probably a little better, but Canelo can definitely adjust when he's not tired. He can definitely adjust. We're about to shut it down, fight fans. We've been going for a minute. Ronnie Boy Fresh, Yard didn't have a game plan. Tunde thought that they were going to shoulder roll and pop shot to a victory all day. I agree. He was over, bro, let's just keep it 100. He was looking at Floyd. I mean, he was like, oh, Floyd's my favorite fighter. Trying to mimic the Philly shell, and it was piss poor. Why is you doing that, bro? Like, when you were going to the body, it was working. The man, and then on top of that, it took him about 5 or 6 rounds before he even thought about hitting Kovalev downstairs. Terrible game plan. Terrible game plan for my main man Lions in the camp. Terrible game plan from Lions in the camp, man. Terrible game plan. Jaquavius Moore says Kovalev could have lost, but he's a minus level fighter. Kovalev could have lost, but he is a minus level fighter. Yeah. And on top of that, y'all just didn't have it in him, man. He just didn't have it in him. He couldn't replicate what he did in those 2 rounds. He came out and abandoned it. Started headhunting, going back upstairs again. Eliander Alvarez in their rematch didn't touch Kovalev to the body. Andre Ward did. Look what it got him. I'm just saying. We'll see what Canelo can do. Y'all making good arguments out there. Don't get me wrong. Rockin' Strikes 89, I feel what you're saying. Lewis, I hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? I hear what all y'all saying. But I just really, really think that y'all are underestimating this advantage thing that I'm talking about with Canelo. I'm going to hop on. I just got to figure out this Google Hangout, though. No, bro, I don't use the Hangouts are dead now, man. Like, them joints are off now. They got us using this other kind of software, OBS or whatever like that. I'm going to go to the StreamYard joint, the joint that everybody does collabs on. I just been resisting it because I honestly like the look of this one, you know what I mean? But I've been resisting it for a while. I got to do it because, for one, I do miss having collabs. I miss having my brother Monty Brown TV on here, you know what I'm saying? So I got to definitely do that so we can get that crack-a-lacking, you know what I mean? For real. And matter of fact, by the next We Talking Boxing, what I think I'm going to do, fight fans, is when we do We Talking Boxing, we'll do this. But when we do other streams, because I do other side streams, we'll do the other one. And y'all will be more than invited to come on. I can just put the link out there if you want to come on. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? We'll just do it that way. But We Talking Boxing, I kind of like having it like this. I like to have the little thing up here flickering and all that good jazz. So we'll see what's up. You know what I'm saying? But Rocket Strikes 89, I'm going to get you on here, bro. I'm going to get that StreamYard so you ain't even got to do nothing. You know what I mean? I want you to make it easy and comfortable for you to get on here. You know what I'm saying? So I got you, homie. Hit that like button for the fam, man. Look here, man. We've been going for 1 hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Look. I'm just going to say, I think that it brings Sergey Kovalev down to eye level of Canelo Alvarez. Any advantages, like someone was saying earlier, with Andre Ward or whoever you seen Sergey Kovalev, whether it be, if you see Yard, he had more power, whatever. What gives Canelo that more even playing field is the advantages that he's cutting off Sergey Kovalev and putting him immediately back in the ring at his age. You know what I'm saying? At his age. And I think that's what makes the fight much more even. Do I think Canelo's stamina will hold up? I just don't know. And that's what I don't know. If Canelo takes this fight into the deeper waters, I believe the fight favors Sergey Kovalev. If this fight is in the 9th, 10th, 11th, the championship rounds, I believe that those rounds will favor Sergey Kovalev. Now, Canelo will have to do his work early. He will have to razzle-dazzle to get around the jab to make it to the inside to do what he likes to do. He's not going to be able to do that later into a fight at a heavier weight. So we'll see. Prediction coming, fight fans. What do y'all think I'm leaning? Y'all think I'm leaning towards Canelo, don't y'all? We'll see. I'll do a prediction tomorrow. Promise. We'll be here tomorrow evening. I'll do a prediction tomorrow night. Should I do it now? We'll do it tomorrow night. Prediction time coming for this fight tomorrow night. That's just how I feel from the outset of the fight. And I think that advantage is really being overlooked. Marcus Davis says, with more experience and better conditioning, Yard is going to be a problem. Yeah. And humble. He needs to humble a little more, too. I think he got a little ahead of himself. You know what I mean? Tunde Ajay need to humble himself, too. They both do. But he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. He definitely is going to be okay. If Tunde Ajay can't teach him better game plans, though, you know, I'm just saying, man, there's no way that they should have fought their game plan against Sergey Kovalev without going downstairs much earlier, man. Newborn says, Buddy McGurk is laughing. Kovalev grabs him, and that negates the so-called inside game Canelo has. Oh, so you saying Kovalev gonna grab Canelo? All right, we'll see. We'll see. Remember what the assistant coach to John David Jackson said. Well, I'm going to see if that quote come on back around. It don't matter. All of that, you saying that Kovalev is basically trying to learn how to deal with inside fighters. According to his former trainers, Kovalev don't want to have nothing to do with it. Here it is. Kovalev don't want to have nothing to do with it. He pushed to stay away. It was his fault. He never wanted to do it. He won everything with his punch, with the long distance. He never wanted to entertain the inside. That speaks volumes. He don't like it. So he can hold Canelo Alvarez. The question is, will he? Or is he going to do what his old trainer say and just keep pushing him back, allowing Canelo to keep coming on back and forward? We'll see. We'll see. But I ain't counting Kovalev out by far. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Marcus Davis, with more experience and better condition. Oh, we already read that. All right, look, man, we're going to shut it down for the night. I hear you, Newborn. We're going to shut it down for the night, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. I apologize for the lateness and the tardiness, man, but we got thunderstorms going on out here, man, amongst other things, man. It's like crazy weather we having out here. Salute to the Washington Nationals for bringing home the gold to D.C., making D.C. running boxing all day. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them Nationals all day. And most importantly, salute to y'all, man, and everybody that support this channel. Much love to each and every one of y'all, man. I'm always here Wednesdays, Saturdays. We'll keep We Talking Boxing going. Much and salute to all of the supporters out there. Everybody that's going to catch this on the playback, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Salute to each and every one of y'all that rock with the homie, main man, made man, because you know the homie rocks with y'all all day. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to say this. You got to go to work tomorrow. You got to go to work tomorrow. This is what you're going to do. You're going to get to work 2 hours late. And when you walk in there 2 hours late, the boss is going to say, well, why were you 2 hours late? And you're going to say, because you know what? I wanted breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I wanted cheese on my eggs. I wanted grits. I wanted crab meat and shrimp inside of my grits. And I wanted to sit down and enjoy my food. What you need to understand, supervisor, is that if I'm not here, then this company ain't here. If I'm not here, this building doesn't exist. If I'm not here, nothing moves around this son bitch. I am the man that makes it move around here. Matter of fact, do I work for you or do you work for me? Go sit your ass down and let me come here and not do no damn work today. And until the next video, much love to each and every one of y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. Stay stressed and sucker free. For all of my trick-or-treaters out there, stay safe, man. There's a lot of lunch boxes out here, man. It's doing a lot of crazy shit. Watch out for people like Oscar. You know what I'm saying? You get my drift all day. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Hit the thumbs up for me if you on the way out. If you didn't hit it on the way in, we will be back here Saturday for We Talking Boxing, and I possibly will be back here tomorrow to give my prediction on Kovalev and Canelo. I know all y'all think y'all know which way I'm gonna pick. Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't got no idea. To the next video. Peace out.